Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a power building training vlog, and today was leg day, which is always on Friday. So I went ahead and just built up to a training max on the back squat. Again, I'm going to start squatting seriously again, but it's just going to be heavy singles, and I'm just going to fill in the gaps with hypertrophy work. But something I've kind of set as a baseline that I think for me is kind of my dad bod strength standard as we get older. I always want to make sure that no matter what's going on, cutting, anything else happening, I should be able to bench 315, squat 405, deadlift 500 with ease. And it's pretty much what I did this week. I haven't even tried to put 405 on my back lately, but I'm like, look, I've thrown a belt back on. Let's just ramp up to it. When I hit the 365, I knew I could do 405, definitely below parallel. Keeping in mind my last powerlifting meet, even in the Masters too, I did 496. Pretty much using the same form with just a belt and chucks on. I did not use sleeves. So again, I've done 91 pounds heavier than this in competition, in sanctioned comp, USPA. So you know it was to depth. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that one on film. I got the other lifts that day on film, including the deadlift state record. So again, decently happy with this. I want to make sure I can keep doing at least this, and I'm probably going to build this back up. Something I've kind of said before, as far as even hitting depth and everything goes, I would like to get back up to a 500 squat. Kind of a goal that I have, even though my focus is going to be on aesthetics, bodybuilding at this point. I do feel like a 500 squat is something that for me personally, just at a personal level as a strength goal, I need to work back towards. So the rest of leg day, everything else was about getting my 6 quality sets in for quads and glutes. Okay. Quality sets. So I went ahead and I'm using the belt squat again, going deep, deep, deep. This is a narrow stance. We're trying to focus on getting into that lengthened position, progressive overload. Having trouble with the glasses. They were slipping a lot today. I've tried adjusting them, and I took them off for some stuff. I did adjust them, though, mid-workout near the end, so hopefully they stay on for the next week or so. I may need to tighten them back up a little more. Sorry, little side note. It's just because people are going to notice on camera that I did that. I did 12 reps with that and said, look, this is a little too light now that I'm only going to do 3 sets. I need them to be hard sets. Okay, hard sets, because I'm not counting the training maxes towards my volume when I say 6 sets for muscle groups. And again, some stuff like I'm not counting benching towards triceps or any of that. So with this, I did 3 sets. I went ahead and went up another 20 pounds. 10s became very, very difficult. On the 10th rep, I had to pull on the handles. Okay, which means I hit failure because I couldn't do it with unassisted or with good form. So that's right where I want to be, right? This is the correct weight, because if I want to be right around that 10 rep mark to failure, this got me there. And it felt good. Nice, good pump and burn in the quads. Very, very effective. Very happy with it. So today's workout is going to be really simple. What is something I've told people, like if you want jack quads, what would most people need at a commercial gym? Squat, leg press, maybe leg extensions. Pretty much what I did here. I don't have a leg press, but I can make the belt squat close enough. And it definitely worked there. Definitely worked. So after that, I went ahead and just did, and I don't want to superset stuff. People are like, man, you're going to superset? Nope. Mainly because I don't feel like outside of just the conditioning side, I'm getting a lot out of supersetting. And I'm doing the volumes low enough, I shouldn't need it. I should be able to do every one of these workouts in less than an hour with no supersets. Okay, because not counting training maxes a day was 9 sets for legs. All right, dude, come on. We don't need that much time. The first set, though, was a little wonky trying to use this heavier weight. I'm like, I need to push progressive overload on everything. If we're going to only do 3 sets per exercise, we're only going to get 6 sets of muscle group, not counting some spillover. And calves, of course, calves I'm doing for high reps body weight every day just for the calorie burn. But I do want to come in and actually push them a little bit in training. Again, it'll be good for my fat loss, good for my metabolism, good for my aesthetics. If I could add a ½ inch to my calves, my metabolism will probably go up. Right? I'll burn more calories just walking around. So, did 365 on these. The first set was a little off. The next 2 were much, much better. Just got to get used to kind of doing the calf raises with that much weight. I threw a belt back on for these. I'm not even going to worry about the dogmatic or the purism there. Look, anything that's standing and compressing the spine, I'll probably throw a belt on. Obviously, we don't need it for upright rows and curls and stuff like that, so we're doing those without it. But definitely, standing calf raises, dude, I'm repping out 365. That's enough weight. The belt will help for stabilization. Probably not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let's get in and just do it. Ideally, I mean, something I would say, I would like to build these up to 500 pounds for sets of 10, right? That might be a lofty goal. How big will my calves be, though? All right, these, I kind of changed the form as I went. So I dropped the weight way down, and I'm like, let's try to do these as strict as possible. The first set I didn't lean back. I wanted to experiment because there's a lot of data saying, look, if you lean back more, it gets the quads into a more lengthened position. I'm like, I take some of that with a grain of salt, but I'm like, let's give it a try. Okay? That's the thing. It's like we can say, okay, maybe, maybe not. But there's good data on it at this point. It makes sense. Let's just try it and see how it feels. So I kind of went through the sets. I did it more and more. And on the third set, I definitely leaned back. The first one, I just wanted to get used to doing these really strict with a lightweight and kind of taking it to failure. The third set, which you guys will see when I get to what happens, I lay back more, and I can honestly say, because I did it more and more on each set. First set I didn't. Second set I tried to lean back a little bit, kind of once I got into the flow. And the third set I tried to kind of lay back a little more, and I just wanted to see if it felt different. You know, an old dog can learn new tricks, right? Matter than 47, 25 years. If we can make little minor adjustments, little minor tweaks that might help, why wouldn't I do them? Especially if I'm going to do lower training volumes. I'm still training 5 days a week. But if we're going to go for really, really hard sets, make every set count, stuff like that matters. I mean, that's why it's kind of like, well, for my second exercise after bench, should I use dumbbells or a barbell for the incline? I may just do a lot more dumbbells just for that little bit of deeper stretch, especially these second exercises, okay? Like our primary exercises, we don't need a lot of finesse stuff. We really don't. Like, I'm going to bench, I'm going to bench. If I'm going to do weighted pull-ups, I'm going to do pull-ups, right? These second exercises, these finishers, if I'm going to do 3 hard sets, I need to put thought into what I'm doing with them. Minor tweaks may matter because these are where we're filling in the gaps of anything we miss on the big movement. Like, what does the pull-up what functions in my back does the pull-up not work? What functions in my chest and front delts is the flat bench not working enough? So kind of the approach here, the same thing with the leg extensions. Like, if we can get a little more out of it, let's do it, right? And so I tried it, and I did feel the difference. I'll be danged. I felt the difference. And we finished up with a set of hanging leg raises. So pretty much quick leg day. This workout took, because of the ramping up on the squatting, about 45 minutes. So good workout. Happy with it. Happy to just put 405 on my back again, even though it wasn't a max. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.